Good morning, you beautiful souls. I hope you all are having an amazing morning so far. After my last video, which was me talking a little bit of what my diet is like right now, showing you what I got at the grocery store, I got some requests of doing a full day of eating as I expected. So I'm gonna do my best to do that today for you guys. I will try to get a little bit creative as I usually do when I do full day of eating. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that what you see today might not be how I eat every single day, just because when I'm not doing a full day of eating video, if I'm busy working or if I'm busy doing something else, I might just go to the store and grab something like a salad, or if I'm just here, I'll make something super quickly like a salad. My salads are usually like my go-to food when I don't have time to make anything. I'll just throw in like a whole bunch of vegetables, some kind of carb, cheese, avocado, nuts, whatever I can find, and that's good to go. So with that being said, let's get this beautiful Friday day started. Loves. So we got some oats, we got potatoes, we got mushrooms, kale, eggs. Obviously that's not all gonna go together. Well, part of it is, the oats are not. I'm gonna just make the oats aside. I normally just cover them with a bit of hot water and just let them sit for about however long it takes me to eat my breakfast, and then that way when I get back to them, they're nice and cooked and I can finish out my breakfast with the oats, because your girl still has a sweet tooth. So either oats or Kamut puffs are always a part of my breakfast, unless I have like arepas or just a fruit with it. But I always gotta have something sweet because I still have that sweet tooth, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't care. But either way, the potatoes that I have here, I actually cooked them like 3 days ago, I think, maybe longer. I normally just bake them at 300 or 350 in the oven. I just throw them in there for about like 20 to 30 minutes. If they need to be in there longer, just leave them in there longer, and then I just have them in the fridge ready for me whenever I'm ready to eat. That way I don't have to constantly cook throughout the day. And I do the same thing with like plantains, with sweet potatoes, with chicken if I'm eating chicken, or any kind of meat. I normally just cook it in bulk, and that way I don't have to constantly be preparing food. But if you have the time for it, go ahead and do it. When I have the time for it and I feel like cooking, I will do it, because you know what, cooking is relaxing sometimes. But I understand that not everyone has the time that I have, so it's a really good way to just have food ready when you're on the go, and that way you're able to stay on track, stay on your diet, or still be able to eat healthy without just having to reach for like whatever unhealthy choice you might have. So a little tip for you guys. Now let's get cooking. And because peppers are always a good idea, we're gonna go ahead and throw some of that in the mix. Not sweet potatoes, we got potatoes, kale, mushrooms, and red peppers sauteed. As you guys saw, I just had to throw in some garlic last minute. Normally you start with the garlic and then the peppers, but I forgot that I wanted to use garlic, so we threw some garlic in there as well. Then got some eggs, got some of that organic and sweetened ketchup, which is actually amazing. I was so scared because I read the ingredients and there's like no kind of sweetener in there, but it's really good, and I would recommend that if you can get your hands on it. I got it at Publix Greenwise. And then we got a avocado. So beautiful. Literally there's nothing more beautiful than like opening up an avocado and it being just like green and perfect and saying so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead, sit out there, eat my breakfast, and I will catch you guys when I'm ready to have my oatmeal. to finish that off, we got some oatmeal with select protein. We got some shredded coconut, some peanut butter, and some strawberries. Alright, my loves, so before I go ahead and get into my next meal, it's going to be like about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, 3 hours, whenever I feel hungry. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I am getting my protein and how I'm making sure that I'm getting my protein in as I continue to eat intuitively. So I'll be completely honest with you guys. I don't know if I am. I might be. I might not be. Some days maybe I go over. Some days I might go under. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I'm really not eating meats just because they don't seem appetizing. My hair looks crazy right now, but they just don't seem appetizing to me, so I haven't been fitting them into my diet. But that obviously makes it very difficult for me to ensure that I am getting enough protein in. But the thing with intuitive eating is that you really can't hold yourself to these expectations of I'm gonna eat intuitively, but I'm gonna hit my carbs, my fats, and my protein. Because if you're constantly fixated on those things, then you're not gonna be able to eat intuitively in peace, which is pretty much the goal with intuitive eating. Like, you just want to let go of the numbers, you want to let go of all the structure that you had when you were on your diet, and you just want to be able to become more in tune with your body and listen to your body. So if you have these expectations, if you have these attachments, you're not going to be able to quiet the mind and allow your body to surface those intuitions. So the first tip that I would give to you guys when you get into intuitive eating is, you know, you might put on weight, you might lose weight, you might lose muscle. I can definitely see that I'm losing muscle. And is it hard? It's hard. I mean, I've been working 3.5 years to put on this muscle, but at the same time, I'm also really reminding myself that, you know, this body that I have is gonna deteriorate either way, and what I'm gonna take with me when my time comes is my experiences and the memories I made and the food that I enjoyed or the food that I didn't enjoy. So it's not a matter of eating intuitively to look a certain way, it's a matter of eating intuitively to perform a certain way. And I know I keep talking about this performance thing, but like, I'm just trying to get the most out of life in my years. That's the conclusion that I've came to, that's the realization that I've came to with this whole letting go of macros, letting go of competing, and letting go of the constant need to be in a structured routine because I feel like I had to be better. I don't have to be better. Like, I am perfect as I am right now. Yes, I might need bigger glutes. Yes, I maybe want bigger legs, but do I need them? I don't need that. No, to be honest, I don't need that to enjoy my life. So it might happen over time, it might not happen over time, and I might just maintain where I am right now, but I am okay with that. Like, I am happy with that, and if my goals change, then maybe in like a year or maybe in months, who knows. But as of right now, my goal isn't to build a physique, my goal isn't to look a certain way, my goal is to just be and be able to enjoy my life as I am, to be able to love myself as I am. And a part of that comes with detaching myself from this physical body and realizing that this that you see is not who I am. Like, there's a lot more to us than our physical body, and self-love and all those things don't come from loving how you look, they come from loving the person that you are inside, and that alone will help you to live such a more meaningful and fulfilling and healthy, happy life. Because like I mentioned before, when you love yourself and you respect yourself, you know that you have to be gentle with your body, which comes with, you know, having a better nutrition, exercising, just to be active and take care of the body that you do have. And that just comes from self-love and self-respect. But it's not about the body, it's not about hitting your protein, it's not about getting the muscle. If you do want to do that and those are your goals, then yeah, maybe getting on a diet and tracking macros is better for you. But as of right now, and after so many years of dieting, I've just really learned to understand that you know, those things don't make me happy because I had it. You know, I got my pro card, I got the body that I wanted, I got everything that came with it, and I still felt unfulfilled. And I was like, wait, like, what's missing? And that's what was missing. It's just me realizing that it's so much more than just this. And I've talked about this before, but I feel like I'm still getting questions asked about how to eat intuitively for fat loss, and how to eat intuitively for muscle gain, and how do you maintain your muscle, and how do you hit your protein. And it's not about that. Intuitive eating is not about that. Intuitive eating is about becoming more in tune with yourself. And if you want to become more in tune with yourself, you have to let go of the attachment that you have with the physical body. It is not a full day of eating video without a whole foods salad in it. So I don't normally do this every single day, but I am doing a full day of eating video, and this is part of what I'm eating today, so I'm gonna bring you guys along with me into the Whole Foods buffet, which is my favorite place on this earth. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit pricey, but it is so worth it, especially because of the selection that they have. Like, they have plantains. Need I say more? But aside from Whole Foods, we also have another special guest.
I'm just a cameraman. I'm just here so Val can
Look
get
who
separate
I
angles.
found! It's Travis S.
What up? What up? It has been a while. Too
has
long.
been. No, since Dallas, right? Yeah, I actually got you in my, I don't know if you watched it, but I got you in my Dallas video.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's only been a month.
Want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Travis. I am Valentina's full-time camera guy. I came here to shoot her going to Whole Foods for the first time. And we are going to document her first experience at Whole Foods. I told her how great of a place it was. They have these great things called plantains that she's never tried before.
Oh my God,
actually, if they have
such a
sriracha
liar.
Brussels sprouts, that's what you're getting.
Obviously, he's really funny, so you should just go subscribe to him.
Secret here.
Alright, so the secret is that you start with volume, so you get a lot of leafy greens, and then you kind of figure out what else you want to have in terms of carbs or protein or fats. You're putting the pressure on me.
This is a lot of pressure. You have,
is there a secret behind my
yeah,
sauce?
you have to show the people how it's done.
We have organic golden or red beets. Obviously these are golden beets. If you've been a long-time subscriber, you know exactly why I'm getting feta cheese right now. They're hefty.
What is that, like a cooked pepper?
Yeah,
Alright.
they're pretty heavy. That's gonna put me over like 10 bucks.
About to say, you're gonna pay for that thing.
My salads are so random.
You get like, yeah, you get the weirdest food.
I know, but I love it.
What is that? French fry?
It's that root vegetable. So this is yuca. They in Colombia normally have this deep fried, but they actually roast it here. But it's really good. It's a root vegetable, and it's called cassava in English, but in Spanish it's called yuca. It's so good. So greasy.
That's some gains right there. Alright.
Right?
Alright.
That's how I get my gains. I feel like I should do
Hippie gains. That's what you should title the video. Hippie gains 101.
Should I try this tofu?
Yeah, it's really good. They cook it a lot better than I do.
And that's it.
Final product?
Yes.
Amazing.
What do we have? A whole bunch of random stuff, but it makes my soul happy, so I'm gonna eat it. What did you get? Not the camera.
What's up?
You.
Huh?
What'd you get?
Sushi, California roll, the one thing I could find with no avocado and
You gotta like,
cream cheese.
oh, there we go.
And then a hippie salad that's not as hippie as yours.
Oh, buffalo style tofu, which is what I got right here. Some plantains, yuca, feta cheese, edamame, pepper, spinach, and greens, and beets, and beets, and beets, and beets, and beets, and beets, and beets. Mojito. That's my alcoholic beverage for the day. that, my loves, is all your girl is eating for the day. Believe it or not, I am feeling very satisfied today. It was a rest day, so I didn't even like do like yoga, or I didn't go for a run. I didn't walk on the treadmill for an hour. All the walking that I did was when I went to Meisner Park with Travis S. But other than that, I've been pretty sedentary all day, just doing things around the house and just like doing my regular work on my computer. So that's most likely why I'm not as hungry as I usually am. But like I said, intuitive eating isn't about trying to have a specific goal with what you're doing in your diet, aside from obviously feeding your body the nutrients necessary for it to perform its best. My biggest goal with intuitive eating is just letting go of my focus on what I'm eating, because prepping for 3 years in a row definitely made me very focused, not only on my physique, but what I was putting into my body. I don't want to be constantly thinking about like when my next meal is, or what I have to eat next, or what I should eat next. Like, I want to be able to like focus on life. Like, this is another mechanism for me to be able to quiet my mind. So like, that's why I meditate, because I want to like be able to just be able to not have this thing running all the time. And a big contributor to that was the food aspect of things, and like macros, and constantly having to worry about like what my next meal is. So that's another thing that is gonna help me just become more present. And you know, being able to quiet this down means that I'm able to listen to this more and be more in tune with the universe, and the universe just wants the best for you. So getting a little crazy here, but just wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, like I said, my goal with intuitive eating isn't to stay this weight, or to lose weight, or to gain muscle, or to hit my protein. It's pretty much to fuel my body based on what my body is asking of me. So if one day I'm craving chicken, I'm gonna go and have chicken. One day I'm not craving chicken, I'm not gonna have chicken. It's not about what I have to eat, it's about what I need to eat to be healthy, to perform my best, and to live my life to the fullest and make the most out of life in my years. But that is gonna be about it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this fully of eating video. If you did, please make sure you give the video a thumbs up. If you find that there's anything of value that you would like to share with any of your family, friends, following, whoever it is, feel free to share, because I definitely would appreciate that, and just kind of getting this message out there to people who are trying to become more in tune with their bodies and just let go of all the attachments that we have to our physique and our macros and goals and all of that. So feel free to do that if you feel like there's anyone that can benefit from this out there. And thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you in the next one. Mwah.